Here we go. That'll get you started.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you so tired?
Well, we worked till 4 o'clock this morning.
Doing what?
Reorganizing the July calendar, checking through lists of contacts for all the local organizations at the state, and laying out a schedule for a campaign trip. When Ray got in last night, it was pretty late, and I thought she would want to go straight to bed, but instead we worked.
Well, I thought the campaign didn't go into full swing till early August.
Well, there is now a 3-week swing scheduled for early July.
When did that start?
Ray has her reasons.
Oh, what kind of reasons?
Here we are. Of course, there's a black frosty. Hey, Bobby, how are you, lad? Good to see you, friend.
John.
Good to see you. Here we are, darling.
Don't we look wonderful? Did you ever see anything like the tan on that one?
How about that?
Well, sit down,
Must be
Joe.
a sin.
Come on, sit down.
We will in a minute, but Kevin, do you still serve coffee around here?
Oh, of course we do. Sit down.
I'll have you know you're talking to one of the fiercest shuffleboard players in the Caribbean, also known as the Widow's Delight.
Yeah, but who was my partner when I won the jitterbugging contest?
We won it. Thanks to the fact that I remembered a few fancy steps that were popular in my youth.
Yeah, well,
Wonderful, congratulations.
thank you. We'll show you the trophy when we unpack our things.
Here we are.
Nice. That's
This should be champagne with
now I know.
strawberries.
Oh,
But
no,
it's coffee.
darling, we've
Thank you
got to
very
get
much.
back down to earth.
Make it work for you.
Now, how are things in the homestead?
Oh, they're pretty good, I guess. We had kind of a scare last night. It's all right now. Frank was going out to a meeting on the island, and some idiot drove into the back of his car.
Oh, my.
Merciful heavens. Well, how's Francis?
Well, he's all right. He's all right. He's just got a bump on his head, and they're holding him overnight at the hospital just for observation. Should be getting off this morning, I think.
Nobody seriously hurt, I hope.
No, Ray Woodard came through it unhurt, and Dave Fellman got a busted wrist or something. The only serious problem is Dave's daughter, Nancy. They're really worried about her.
Hi.
Good morning. You're a champion sleeper.
I guess I was tired from those last weeks of school. That sedative they gave me really hit me hard.
Your parents are going to be disappointed. They've been here since 7, waiting for you to wake up. I finally just sent them to go get some coffee.
They shouldn't have been here that early. What time is it?
10 a.m. almost. How do you feel?
My head still hurts.
Well, I'm not surprised.
And my left leg.
Feels a little different from the other one, huh?
Do you know what's the matter with me?
Nothing we can't fix.
I hope so. Will you tell me?
How about letting your father explain when he comes back?
Well, I'd like to hear it from a doctor. See, I'm sort of a freak about my body and taking care of it, and... Will you tell me?
Now or when your parents come back?
Now, please.
Okay. Maybe it would be easier to go over it without anyone else here.
I'd appreciate that.
When you were thrown around in that car, you must have hit your head on something because you have a fracture of the right temporal bone.
Fracture?
Yeah. It's one of the little bones right up here.
That's when my head hurts.
Secondary result of the injury is a buildup of fluid. It's putting pressure on the right side of your brain, which controls the left side of your body.
And that's why I'm having trouble with my left leg.
That's it.
Well, what do you do for it?
Well, it's what we call a self-limiting injury, which is to say that with quiet and bed rest, Fracture should heal. Extra fluid will be absorbed, and in no time should be as good as new.
What do you mean by no time?
Well, this is a part that may give you a little trouble. You're gonna have to take it easy for several weeks, possibly even a couple of months.
A couple of months?
Does that present problems for you?
Only my whole life. I was supposed to start my first job today. But maybe they could hold it open for a few weeks.
I'm sorry. Well, there'll be other jobs, won't there?
I hope so. Another question. What do you mean by should be as good as new?
Well, in the great majority of these cases, there's a full recovery, but in a few, there are some minor side effects. Residual weakness in the leg, tendency to tire easily.
I'm sorry I asked.
Hey, statistically, the odds are on your side.
I used to be a dancer. Now I'm a statistic. Well, easy come, easy go.
I wouldn't say that your dancing days are over.
Oh, you mean I'll still be able to hustle?
Hey, look, it could be bad, but the odds are on your side. Why don't you focus on that?
You're right. I'm sorry if I got upset. Actually, if I'd been at home, I would have screamed and carried on a lot more. But this place intimidates me.
Good morning. I see there's already a physician in attendance.
Hey, don't go away. What are you doing here, anyway?
Well, I'm a neurologist, you see, and this is neurology. And also, I heard we had this new patient that was young and pretty and female.
Nancy Feldman, this is Dr. Buckminster Carter, one of the lights of the 6th floor.
How do you do?
Hi. She is pretty. What's wrong with her?
Hairline fracture, right temporal bone. So, we're gonna get to have her around for a while.
Well, that's great. Well, listen, it's been nice chatting with you. I'll come back and visit you sometime when you're alone.
Sure.
It's a deal. Well, oh, Patrick. How about lunch today at Lem's? 12 o'clock. Something I want to tell you. Fine, okay? See ya.
He's funny. I think I like him.
He's crazy, but he's also my best friend. Something's been going on with him the past week or so. I think I'm about to find out what.
This is Dr. Coleridge.
Hi, it's me.
Well, hello there. How are you?
Well, kind of bored. See, the only thing I have to do this morning is go see Dr. Pagano, so I was wondering, do you think that we could go out to lunch together? That is, if you don't have anything better planned. Please, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, I don't see why not. How does Lem suit you? About noon?
Lem's, at noon. I can hardly wait. Let me try this. Oh, thank you. Oh, I can't get it. Oh.
Thank you.
Well, this is a good idea.
Wonderful. Beats the hospital cafeteria anytime.
Okay, look, you gotta try some of this.
All right. It's good.
It was good, isn't it? Thank you. I really love eating out. I really do.
You are feeling better, aren't you?
Why? Because I got my appetite back?
Because you seem more in touch with reality.
Oh, I am. And Dr. Pagano said I'm making a real breakthrough.
That's wonderful, Dee. Congratulations.
Thank you. You know what he was most pleased about?
What?
Well, the fact that I'm able to stay alone in your apartment for a couple of hours and not get upset about it.
No panic, no horrible attacks of loneliness?
No, not at all. See, that's just it. Of course, I get a little bit bored, but he said that's okay. That's normal. He approved of me today. I could tell.
And you like working with him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Roger, what do you think people think?
About what?
You know, about us living in the same apartment.
Well, Delia, I suppose that depends on which people you had in mind.
You're not answering my question.
Delia, I think that my family, Bob,
The Ryans, everyone that know us understand the situation perfectly. As for the rest of the world, I mean, do you really care?
No, I guess not. No, I don't really care what other people think. I mean, you know, you don't have any neighbors whose opinions I really care about, and we're just doing our thing. It's fine. It's fine.
Delia, does their being here bother you?
No, no, it's just that they could have been a little bit more polite. They could have said something to me.
You want to go somewhere else?
No, I'm fine. But, she is looking over here, so why don't you distract me with whatever it is you were gonna tell me?
Okay. Well, I got news, and I'm not too sure I'm excited about it.
What sort of news?
You ready?
Yeah?
I'm leaving Riverside Hospital.
You're kidding.
Contract's up in July. Grandfather, Henry Sr., is, ill. Family wants me to come home.
I knew there'd been some phone calls.
Yeah, about 100. I got an appointment at Boston Memorial.
Well, that's great. Oh, hell, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, well, you can miss me. God, I'm gonna miss all of you. What, 3 years? Interns? I mean, who would have thought that me and my patients would have survived my residency?
Well, you turned out to be one of the best doctors on the service. Or anywhere.
Oh.
I still can't get used to the idea of you going.
Neither can I.
It's like the whole gang's breaking up. Faith is married. Clem's gone to Tucson, now you.
Well, it's not gonna be forever. I'm gonna leave my houseboat down here. Have to come back for that.
Oh, yeah, at least for a weekend, every now and then.
Which reminds me, I wanted to ask you if you'd take care of it down here, you know? Take it out, sail it every once in a while.
Would I? Are you sure?
Yeah, well, I'd like to have you have it, you know? Give me a feeling that I'm not really going away.
Sure, I'd be delighted.
Well, that's the last arrangement.
I wish you hadn't had to make it.
So do I.
So if you're patient with us, give us a little time, we'll have you back in good shape before you know it.
I guess I'm in your hands. So far, everyone's been so nice to me.
Well, I tell you, you have caused quite a stir up and down these halls. And that's not entirely due to your skull fracture either.
Everybody's been so nice to me, but if this is what you have to do to get in this place, I don't recommend it.
No, I'm sure you don't. Listen, is there anything you need? Help get you through the next few days?
Well, I'd like to know more about what's wrong with me. See, I'm more or less a student of my own body, and this is throwing me.
Well, I think I know where I can get my hands on a book that deals with this subject, but I have to tell you, it's a little complicated, technical.
Oh, no, I'd like to see it. Please.
Hi, Nancy. Seneca.
Right? I'm just leaving. Listen, don't talk to her too long, all right?
No, I'll only stay a couple of minutes.
Okay. I'll get you that book.
Nancy, I am so sorry about all of this.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I know it wasn't your fault.
Even so, how do you feel?
From the neck down, except for one leg, I'm terrific. From the neck up, not so good. I have a wee tiny fracture of the skull.
Well, that doesn't sound so good.
Not to worry. In a few weeks, I'm supposed to be much better.
I see. What about your plans for the summer?
Well, it looks like I'll have to take it easy until September. And then I can start working myself back up into shape in the fall.
Then you've lost the entire summer?
I never had it, so how could I lose it? Yeah, I guess so.
Look, when you get out of here, if it's of any interest to you or of any help, We could find a job for you on the campaign staff. I mean, heaven knows it's growing every day.
You want to get me into politics?
Is it that bad?
I spent the last 10 years struggling to stay out of Daddy's political scene. And believe me, it hasn't been easy, because I do like him.
Oh, everyone likes your father.
They do, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
But he gives so much to it. I'm not sure how much he gets back. You know, he could have been a big lawyer by now if he hadn't been working on this campaign or that one.
Maybe he likes it.
I know he likes it.
Look, it's not everyone who's lucky enough to be able to do what they like.
But he works so hard. I bet you like it, too.
I love it. Your father and I are two of a kind.
I should have known.
Well, I better get out of here. Look, later on, when you're feeling better, if you want to reconsider that offer, you let me know. Because I know we could find a place for you.
Thanks. That's really nice.
I'm being discharged, but I'll be back to see you.
After the primary, right? It's okay. I probably won't see much of Daddy until then either.
Maybe not.
I know. He likes it.
I kept it short.
Good, good. How are you? Any after effects?
No, I'm in pretty good shape.
So I guess you'll be going right back to the dazzling world of politics, huh?
Mm-hmm. There is one side effect of the accident that might interest you.
So, what's that?
It gave me the opportunity to put my personal life in order. Everything is fine now. Just fine.
You look like you're about to cry into your mooshu pork.
Look, I'm fine. Just leave me alone.
Delia, they are not going to look back at you.
I don't know what you mean.
All right, let's go.
No, I don't want to go. I want to finish my lunch.
Delia, I don't find it amusing sitting here watching you suffer because Pat Ryan would not say hello when he came in.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to express my feelings.
What about me expressing mine? I mean, right this minute, for example, I think what you're doing, in my opinion, is the last word in self-indulgence.
I'm supposed to sit here. I'm supposed to let him walk by and not say one word to me, and I'm not supposed to feel anything.
Delia, what Pat is doing is entirely natural. He's continuing his life without your being a part of it.
He has no right to be rude to me.
Rude? I thought you were much more in touch with reality.
I am.
Delia, after what you did to Pat and his family, you still expected him to come over, say hello, ask you how you're feeling, let you tell him about your day with Dr. Pagano, and then let him wish you continued improvement?
I didn't expect him to do that. I expected him to do something.
I was hoping that you were making more progress in separating yourself from the Ryans.
Separating myself from the Ryans. Separating myself from the Ryans. Separating myself from the Ryans. You know something? You sound just like a phonograph. You got it cracked in it. You just keep on going over and over the same spot all over again. Nag, nag, nag. That's all you do.
All right, that is enough. Now just knock it off.
Don't tell me to knock it off. You're being cruel and insensitive to me.
You could lower your voice, Dee, or do you want them to hear you?
That was really rotten.
Try your sweet and sour pork.
Don't treat me like a child. Now, Roger, if you were a gentleman...
Delia, don't ever start a sentence with, if you were a gentleman, because it invites the rejoinder, if you were a lady.
I'm sorry, I just thought I could, ask the one decent person I knew out to lunch, the person who cared about me, that's all.
That's true.
Well, you don't care about me.
It is your present behavior that I'm having trouble with.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna spare you, okay? I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna see some people who care about me, some people who love me, and you know where you can go.
wonder what that was about.
I'm happy to say I haven't got the faintest idea.
Well, that's not your problem.
No, whatever it is, it's none of my business. She's all Roger's, and I wish him the best luck in the world.
Maeve, it's Roger Coleridge. You're home again, huh?
Yes, we are. And it was wonderful. How are things with you and Delia?
Well, Maeve, that's precisely why I'm calling. It seems that Dee's in the grips of a little emotional relapse.
Oh.
Yeah, and unless I'm mistaken, she's probably over on her way over to Ryan's right now in search of some sympathy.
Well, don't worry. We can handle that.
Well, Maeve, for her sake as well as yours, a hard line, huh?
I understand perfectly. Goodbye, Roger.
What was that all about?
Well, Roger was just saying that Delia's upset and he thinks she's going to head on over here.
For what?
For understanding and sympathy. And Roger's been working so hard to get her to stand on her own 2 feet, he'd prefer if we don't give her any encouragement.
Nothing to let her feel she can go on depending on us the same way she has in the past.
Exactly.
Hello, Maeve. Johnny.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take care of this all by myself.
Roger.
This Thursday, the roles are reversed. She won't commit, and he won't stand for it. Sounds like a job for the guy who wrote the book on relationships. An all-new Greg Barron's Wake Up Call, part of Sugar Free Valentine's, Thursday at 10 on SoapNet.